ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. What's a war? I was told I shouldn't ask questions because I'm too young. I'm nearly 10. I only asked what a war is and why it started. I saw something about it at the pictures on newsreel. I saw our Prime Minister talking about it, but I can't remember what he said or his name. He was with Gone with the Wind. It's very long and it made my sore. I'm not allowed to say bomb. I still enjoyed it though, because I went with my mum. Did you know you could get into the pictures for nothing if you take your old jam jars? My brother found out that they kept them in the shed round the back, so we got back in again with their jars. We only did it twice. We thought Mum wouldn't be happy if she found out what we did. Before the war started, my mum and me used to go shopping together. I really liked doing that with her, looking in all the windows. My favourite one was the great big department store. It had lots of different hats, scarves and gloves, shoes and beautiful dresses. For my birthday, Mum made me a beautiful dress with the material she brought from Sanderson's. It looked just like the one they used to have in a big shop. She's very clever. I gave her a huge hug. I remember in winter all the shops used to glow like rows of Christmas fairy lights. I liked shopping then, looking in all the bright windows, wondering what I could buy when I'm older. But I was also pleased to get home and sit in front of the fire and have hot chocolate and toast with lots of butter and jam on. Now the windows have empty stands in them and old shoe boxes and boring things. No lights on. They never have their lights on anymore now because of the blackout. The man doesn't even come round and put our street lights on anymore either. My brother says it's because the Germans have eaten him, but I don't believe him really. My brother can be very silly sometimes. Because it was cold over winter, our school was closed for a while and they didn't have enough coal to keep warm, so we had to stay at home. I was able to help Mum around the house more and help her with the meals and things. I cooked dinner one Sunday. Well, with Mum's help I did, and we ate it all, so it must have been all right. Mum didn't always have something to eat. She says she's not very hungry, but I don't think that's a real reason. Last week the air raid sirens started again. They frighten me even more when they come at night. I heard the planes and then the bombs being dropped. They seemed a long way away. I was curled up in bed with my hot water bottle when Mum said we better go and sit under our kitchen table. It's a metal one we use as a shelter. The bombs started getting closer and closer, like giants running across fields. We huddled together, Mum's arm around me and the other around my brother. I tried to keep calm so my Mum wouldn't worry, but it's not easy. I squeezed up close to her. I heard whistling outside and then the loudest noise I've ever heard. The kitchen floor lifted up. There was a great rush of wind with dust, plaster and bricks everywhere. I seemed to be the only one there. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't breathe. I held so tight to the carpet that my fingers hurt. I was hoping I wouldn't be swept away. My ears hurt, my eyes and my throat, but I still held on to the carpet as if that was the last thing left. Later I could feel my Mum. I held out my hand for her. I was crying. I tried to talk to her. My brother was there, but they couldn't hear me or feel my warmth. My Mum wouldn't be able to hold me again. She wouldn't be able to comfort me. I still don't know what a war is, or why Dad fights in it. But when he comes back home again soon, Mum has to tell him that he will never be able to hold me again because of one. I shall wear my beautiful birthday dress that Mum made me forever now. Ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.